Hey everyone, it's Lauren again. I just wanted to make a more in-depth update as to how I'm doing. I forgot that I'd want to tell you guys what my measurements were because I've been taking my measurements periodically, and although I don't know what my weight is, of course, I have lost a significant amount of inches, guys, and I really wanted to tell you guys about this. I am just so totally geeked. So yeah, these measurements, the new measurements that I took them on Wednesday morning, and so they're from 2 days ago. Let's see. Okay, so my waist, this is where I've lost the most inches, is in my waist, and I've found this to be pretty typical of me. Sorry, I'm getting these little flyaway hairs. I just got home from work, so my hair is getting a little crazy. Sorry. Yeah, so I usually find that my waist is what goes down first, but never this much. It's just huge. Okay, so my waist on January 8th, that was the day before I started doing the low calorie. Also keep in mind, I loaded really, really poorly, and I regret that I didn't load very well, but I'm going to do that better for the next round. But anyways, so I don't think that my loading measurements are really any different than what my regular measurements would have been, because I really, I went to bed hungry the night that I was supposed to be loading, which is just stupid, you know. Well, one of the last night that I was supposed to be loading, I did. Okay, so my waist was 35 inches on January 8th, and on February 8th, my waist was 30.75. So that is 4.25 inches off of my waist alone in, I think that was day 31. So after 30 Vlcd days, I had already lost 4¼ inches off my waist. That's just, seriously guys, is this real life? And in my arm, I lost ½ of an inch. They were 13 inches and now they're 12.5. My thigh, I just measured my left thigh, so I'm just going by that. But my thighs, when I started, were 26.5 inches, and now my thighs are 25 inches. So I lost 1.5 inches in my thighs. I measure my knees because I tend to gain fat in my knees. That's a genetic thing. So I measured my knees in the beginning, and they were 18.5 inches. And now my knees are 17 inches. So I lost ½ of an inch, or 1.5 inches in my knees, which is amazing, because that's like one of my, I guess, insecure spots. But I'm sure that, you know, that's such an odd area to have abnormal fat. So I think that that's going to go away, you know, pretty well. And that won't have to be an area of insecurity for me anymore. And my calf started out at 16.75 inches, and now it's 16 inches. So I lost 0.75 in my calves. And let's see, in my like love handle type area, I was 42.5 in the beginning, and now I'm 39.75. So that's, I don't know, 2½ inches off of my, like, right beneath my belly button, which is awesome. That's another place where I find that I really gain weight, is in the love handle area. Especially like in the back, I gain a lot. So guys, I'm so excited about this. This is just amazing, and I feel so good. Yeah, and oh yeah, and also here's a really big one. Okay, I didn't realize I had this much fat here, but in my neck, guys, my neck started out at 14.25 inches, and now it's 13. So I lost 1.25 inches off of my neck. So I don't know, I guess I can see the difference in my neck now. I mean, now that I saw these measurements, and a lot of people have been saying to me, like, I didn't see my sister for 2 weeks. We always ride to school together on Wednesdays, and last week we didn't ride together. She had to be there early. So this week, when we saw each other, we both are so busy that we don't even get to see each other very often, and we only live like 20 minutes apart. And when she got in the car, she was like, holy smokes, I can tell that you have dropped so much weight. She was like, your face and your neck, she was just, because she doesn't see me stand up very much because we're in the car pretty much the whole, like the whole time. And so she's like, I can tell even, just by seeing your face and your neck area that, you've lost a lot or whatever. And I'm just, and it's not even necessarily about the weight aspect, it's about the fat aspect. I am so happy that, visible fat has been lost from these areas. It's just so exciting, and I'm the only one here, and I really wanted to tell somebody about all of this exciting stuff. However, there was another thing that I wanted to touch on. So, as you guys know, I work in retail. I work at a Marisa's store, and my boss, she is one of the nicest people. She's really, really nice, and typically real supportive. And anyways, we had this store competition. I don't know if you guys know what Silver jeans are, the brand Silver, but they're really great quality jeans. They're really expensive. They run anywhere between like $80 and $100. And we sell these jeans in our store, and we had a Silver's jean contest going on in our district. So there were like 14 stores involved in that. And whoever made their goal, whoever made the highest percentage above their goal selling these Silver jeans, the entire store would get a free pair of Silver jeans. So our store ended up winning, which is amazing because we're a pretty small volume store. But anyways, our store ended up winning, so we got to choose a pair of Silver jeans and have them for free, which is like so amazing. And we thought that we had no chance that we were going to win. And so I decided, once I found out that we had won, I'm like, I am not buying these jeans, I'm not, getting these jeans in the size that I'm in now, because I'm just going to be out of it soon. So I'm going to get them in my absolute goal size. And my goal waist size is to be a 27. And guys, I don't think this is unrealistic at all. My sister, she's a 25 waist now, and she used to be, 190 pounds. So I don't see why I can't get down to a 27. Now my sister, she is smaller than I would like to be. So I figure like 10 pounds above her is, that's about where I want to be, because she fluctuates between 120 and 123, and, I want to be between like 130 and 135. So that'll be like 2 pant sizes, if you go by waist size. So I'm like, okay, 27s will be good for me. And so yeah, that's my goal size, and I don't think that it's unrealistic. And I had to special order the jeans that I wanted because we didn't have them in the size that I wanted in the store, so I special ordered them in the 27 waist. And so my special orders came in this week. I just ordered them last week, and so they came in, and my boss, I worked with her tonight, and she told me that my special orders had come in. So of course I got them out, all excited, looking at them, because I'm so excited to have these great quality jeans, and for free no less. So, and also my boss let me bring in another pair of Silver jeans that I hadn't had for very long, because I don't fit into them at all anymore. And she's like, oh, you haven't even had those for very long, so you can just bring those in and exchange them for another size. I was like, awesome! Totally awesome. So I got those ones in my goal size as well, in a 27. So I had 2 special orders come in the 27s, and my boss didn't know until I got them out that I had ordered them in 27 waist. And she was like, 27 waist? I was like, yeah, this is my goal size. Like, this is absolutely, where I want to end up. This is where I want to be. And I know I can make it. And she compared my pants, this pant size, basically comparing me, I guess, to another one of the girls in our store who wears a 28 waist. She was like, well, even so-and-so wears a 28 waist. And I'm like, okay, but my goal is, I want to weigh even less than so-and-so weighs, so, it would make sense for me. And this other girl is much more full in the hips. She's more of a pear shape, and I'm more of an hourglass shape. I'm pretty, busty on top, and I'm kind of even on the bottom. I'm not apple because I'm thin in the waist. So, but yeah, and so my body shape is totally different than this girl, and I just felt so discouraged in that moment. Like, when my boss was, you know, criticizing the fact that I got 27s, and she talked about it as if there's no way that I'm ever going to be a 27. And I'm just like, well, darn it, you know, how is it any of your business? And why is it impossible for me to get down to a 27? You know, just because people so often do, you know, dieting or whatever and lose weight and then they never get to where they want to be. Well, this is my decision, you know, it's my choice to make to get the pants. So why do you have to rain on my parade? You know, I'm clearly excited that I ordered these pants in the size that I want to be, and she just like rained all over my parade. And I think that's sad that people do that, because people just feel the need to, you know, put a damper on other people's joy if they're starting to feel more confident about their body and they're doing something good for themselves. And so I just really wanted to share that with you guys, because I know that you guys can understand the frustration with that. I feel like there are so many outside forces in this world that just want to make you feel like crap about yourself, and that want to, you know, these forces, like, they just, you know, people, media, whatever, they want to make you feel like you can't do it. Like, oh, that's unattainable, you know, unrealistic goals. You know, make your goals small. It's like, no, if you want to be your best self, you can get there, you know, and I feel as though I'm on the right track and that I am going to get to this size. For a little while, when I was working with her, I felt discouraged, but then I pulled myself out of that, and I prayed, and I'm just like, God, I need help, you know, like, I seriously need help, feeling confident that I can do this, and having the ability to do this. So, I don't know, I just feel bad for any time that I may have ever rained on anybody else's parade, because that is the worst feeling in the world. It's the worst. I mean, and I can't remember a time that I ever did that, but I'm sure that I've done it without knowing. I'm sure that we all have, you know, even though that's never my intention ever, because that's the worst. So, thanks guys so much for supporting me, and, oh, and also, I wanted to show you the jeans. I have them out right here. Okay, sorry. It's like way in the face. Okay, so here's the first ones. Yeah, and they got the skinny leg on them, but they're really cute. And then here's the other ones. They might look similar in this light. I can't tell what you guys are seeing, but yeah, and they have like a flap pocket on them. They're really cute. And then they're more of like and then those ones are kind of like boot cut at the bottom. So I'm excited, guys, and I really wanted to share with you, you know, this, I guess, private part of me, you know? Okay, so I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.